To the KZN now, where the wife of KZN Police Officer Nkosinathi Ntinga and an alleged hitman have appeared in court on charges of kidnapping and murder. Warrant Officer Nkosinathi Nthinga was kidnapped from his home in KwaMbonambi in KZN on Tuesday. Dasen Thathiah has been following developments around the story and joins us for the very latest. Dasen, a very good afternoon to you. Perhaps furnish us firstly with some of the latest in this particular story and really what's come out in terms of the details of what exactly transpired.
Rufio, well, at this moment, I can tell you that there has been another arrest in this investigation, this murder investigation that involves Warrant Officer Nkosinathi Ntinga. I'm told now that the Hawks and the district task team from King Cetshwayo district have managed to arrest one more suspect. So that now means that there are 3 that will be facing charges of murder and kidnapping as well as attempted murder in this case. The 2, as you know, would be the wife of Nthinga as well as the alleged hitman, Samkelo Mpanza. Those 2 have already appeared in court. Now, the 3rd suspect is expected to join them when they return to court later this week. He was nabbed overnight by those teams, but I'm also told that there should be at least one other arrest in this matter. So there certainly seems to be movement. In fact, in the initial stages, it took less than 24 hours for police teams to track down these 2 alleged killers and have them arrested, and they appeared in court just the next day. So we're currently standing outside Ntinga's home. You'll see here, this is the Patane area. It's quite rural where we are, and it's also where he was taken from on that night earlier this week. In fact, it's very interesting when you get here and you see the dynamics of the area. There's a long road that leads to the main road in KwaMbonambi. That's where you would enter this area from, and that's about 20 minutes away from where we are. So I think that also gives you a sense of how far potentially those that came here to attack him traveled along the road, and also how far they had to travel to get out of the immediate area. So that was one of the initial warning bells, according to the family, because they say after those 2 suspects, these were 2 suspects that approached the home on that day, and they allegedly tied everyone in the home up. That's the husband and wife, as well as an admin clerk that was visiting. They then took the admin clerk and Ntinga and left in the stolen vehicle from the admin clerk and traveled down this road to leave. So one of the things that concerned the family was, although the wife had remained behind in the home, she had not raised the alarm immediately. And in fact, there's a policeman who lives not far from here, just it's a stone's throw really from where I'm standing now. They were confused about why she hadn't then tried to attract his attention. There's another home just next door, literally to where I'm standing now. That's also quite close. She didn't attract any attention from there. So they said at the time of the incident already, they had already started to get suspicious, and they were worried about why these things had not happened. And their suspicions were then later confirmed when that arrest was made later in that day. When we spoke to a close family friend earlier, Mkize, he was recounting how Nthinga had always wanted to be a policeman, and he said that he was quite a gentle soul. Everyone in the area knew him. He was a passionate police officer and had helped many people in this community. Let's listen to what he had to say to us when we chatted to him earlier this afternoon.
We are going to deny them to give her a bail. We are going to tell them not to give her bail, because if they give her bail, where she's going to, because we don't need her here anymore. In fact, we don't want to see her anymore. It could be better, it will be better if the government, let me say the government, will keep her there till she dies. We don't want her here. So we are going to refuse a bail.
In this matter in particular, we cannot at this stage say what was the motive, but in other cases, we have seen last week, Mthunzini High Court have sentenced Nqamsile Magwaza to 25 years for the murder of a warrant officer, which happened at Melmoth. And we find that the motive, it was involving the domestic violence and other interior motives. But it's a really traumatic incident that we witness here. But the Hawks members are working tirelessly. As you can see, they leave no stone unturned when they are investigating a murder, more especially of the police, as the murder of the police officers were declared as a national priority crime. As you can see, they made a breakthrough within few hours of the murder.
Of course, we heard there from Mr. Mkhize saying that she must not get bail and that they don't want anything to do with her. And then, of course, the motive there described by the Hawks. Dasen will catch up with you a little bit later on. That is Dasen Thathiah, senior reporter out in KZN, covering that horror story of that kidnapping that we saw happen there. And, of course, the wife of the alleged victim there being implicated.